Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Jim Chen. I'm a native Chinese speaker. So today, we are going to learn Chinese characters together, from easy ones to hard ones, step by step. So if you've never been exposed to any Chinese characters or you don't have any Chinese studying foundation, don't worry about it. We'll cover all of those things. Just be confident and follow me. I believe one day you'll become a Chinese language expert from zero to hero. One thing I would like to share with you first is that when we learn language, we should notice that language is just a tool. So when you speak your native language, no matter if it's English or not, from a baby, you never notice that when you started speaking, you never notice that when you started writing, it just become part of your body. It's just so natural. But I don't know why a lot of us, when we studied a second language, because a lot of teachers always emphasize grammar, you should study from the letters, the basic pronunciation first, step by step. And then we focus too much on it. We really believe that, oh, this is an external tool and make it to be harder. We just follow this course, we'll pronounce it, we'll practice how to write it naturally. Don't think it's a hard thing. Just an interest. Just take it easy. Don't be so serious. Okay. In this course, I'm also going to introduce how the Chinese characters evolve from ancient time to modern time. I will also add in a lot of history stuff, a lot of stories, anecdotes, and some of my personal, made up stories just to help you remember. Okay, let's have some fun. This course will cover our first Chinese character, number 1, E. Okay, please follow me. E. That is the pronunciation of number 1. What does it look like? It looks like this. Number 1 looks like this. So it's just a flat stroke. There's no fancy thing. Flat stroke. That means 1. Well, there's a good way to remember it if you think of the Arabic number 1. It's just a stroke. Help ancient people to count things. So the ancient Chinese, at that time they didn't have a lot of high-tech tools. They just grab anything that is sharp and encrypt and carve things on the wall, on the turtle shells. Maybe they can find an animal bone, and that's it. They just encrypt things on top of it to record things. And one day they started counting things, and fingers were not enough to help them, so they just carved them down. Naturally stroke. That's it. And so the Arabic one is a vertical stroke, and the Chinese one is just to lie it down. Let it lie down and take a nap. That's it. How do we pronounce it? E. This is the pronunciation. This is an animation of how do we write it. E. So for the pronunciation, one thing I would like to emphasize a little bit that this is called pinyin. So the Chinese introduced English letters to help us pronounce new letters, new characters. So if you see a character you don't know how to pronounce it, you go back to the dictionary, you will find all these kind of things, pinyin, so that you will know how to pronounce them. So all the basic pronunciation that are pretty similar with English, just add in some tones. So Chinese has 4 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4 tones. Maybe some people say there's a 0 tone, but don't worry about it. You'll be exposed to it in our following courses. So the pronunciation of Y is very similar. Yeah. It sounds like a yeah sound. So when you see this English letter, it's yes. So the Y, it pronounced as yeah. And this I is E sound. So when you see this English letter, this is N. So this E sound. So the Chinese is pretty similar. This is E, this is Y. Put them together, E. And this is the tone. Just looks like a mini version of the character. And the shape stands for itself. It's a flat tone, very flat. That means when we pronounce it, we don't want our pitch, our volume to fluctuate. Keep it flat. Sounds like this. We don't want it sounds like oh. No, we want it sounds like E, E, E. That's it. Make it sound tedious. E, E, E. So how do we remember the pronunciation? So now I'm showing you on a screen that it's pronounced as E. So one day when you remember how to write it, you write it down. Oh, this is a Chinese character means one. I forgot the pronunciation. But just think that E is the Chinese character one. It's the easiest. It's the easiest. Okay. Among all the Chinese characters. So E is easy. E is easy. It's the easiest. So the pronunciation is very close to the first half part of English word easy. Remember, one Chinese character one is easy. E is easy. E is easy. How do we write it? Just write the Arabic one horizontally. Turn it down, make it lazy. That's it. See, Chinese character is very easy. So if you have please grab a piece of paper and a pen and practice with me a little bit. So if you can write on it just from left to right, write on a piece of paper like this. E, 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 E. Don't be shy. Talk to yourself or to anyone. E, 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 E. That's it. See? Very easy. I hope, you can practice a little bit after this course. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. You can post your questions on the F&A section, Q&A section, and I'm going to answer it ASAP. I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next course. Thank you so much.